Hi, I'm Maddie from a small town in California. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. Growing up, I lived in a lovely house by the beach with my amazing older brother Joey and my not-so-lovely parents. Dad was a novelist who had written one famous book years ago, but he'd never been able to write anything good since. He became a recluse and hardly ever left his office. And Mom was a flight attendant who always worked overtime. So, my brother and I practically raised ourselves, and thank God I had him. Since Joey was only 2 years older, we shared many interests, but our favorite one was creating music together. Joey played almost every instrument, and I loved to sing. By the time I was 12, we'd written at least 10 original songs. We played for anyone who would listen. Once during summer break, we were playing for some small crowds at the beach when a pretty girl my age snuck up to me. "Hey, you've got a stain on your jeans, but don't worry, I got you covered." She tied her hoodie around my waist and whisked me off to the public bathroom. Thanks to Mom never being around, I was totally unprepared for my period. "Thanks for today. I feel so stupid." "Forget about it. Happy to help." That's the day Cheryl and I became best friends. She was in a different school and we'd hang out every weekend. But eventually, she convinced me to switch over to her school. My parents didn't care either way, and Joey was supportive as always. But this school was different. Everyone here was a lot more conscious about appearances, and I felt odd in my tomboyish clothes. But Cheryl always knew what to do. She helped me shop for nice outfits, showed me the right way to roll up my jeans, and how to get perfect beach waves in my hair. She and her mom regularly went out for lunches and spa dates, and I was always welcome to join. In 9th grade, Joey and I decided to participate in a talent show at a local fair. We were really excited and even invited our parents, but as usual, they didn't show up. Cheryl was there to cheer us on though, and we won first prize. Cheryl thought it would be a good idea to put the video of our performance online, but I was nervous about internet trolls. "Come on, don't you want everyone to see how amazing you are? What if people make fun of us?" "But what if they love you?" All right, go ahead." At first, our video only got a few likes, but within a week, Joey and I went viral, and everything after that happened so fast. One minute, we were just two kids making music in our bedroom, and the next, we were being invited to perform on talk shows all over the country. For a change, we even had our parents' attention.
Wow, I had no idea you were so good. I'm so proud of you guys. Maybe I can take a break from work and we can travel with you kids.
Joey and I were happy to be doing something as a family for once. We had to take a break from school and move to LA for 3 months. I tried to keep in touch with Cheryl, but our schedule was so busy that I couldn't very often. I even missed her birthday, but I'd make it up to her later. I was so happy to be sharing my music with the world and even bonding with Mom. We went out shopping together in LA, and she even let me dye my hair blue. When I finally returned to school, I was excited to show everyone my new look, but reality hit hard. I had so much work piled up. I knew Cheryl would help me out, and I was looking forward to catching up at recess. But I found her at the table of the meanest girl in school, Camilla. "Hey Cheryl, wanna go to our usual table?" "This is my usual table now, Maddie." "Well, okay, maybe I can join you then." "Nuh-uh, I decide who's worthy of joining us. Also, I don't like your music very much." "Cheryl, tell her to leave. Please go away. I'm busy." I tried blinking away angry tears as I walked away. What the heck was wrong with Cheryl? Apparently, a lot. It looked like she'd become BFFs with Camilla while I was gone, and they were the school's worst bullies. I tried to catch her alone and talk to her, but I'd never get the chance. She had just become a different person and cut me off, and I didn't even know why. With Cheryl's behavior and my struggles with studies, school was torture, and my parents didn't understand at all.
Maybe Cheryl's just going through a phase. Just talk to her. She's been your friend for years.
Mom, she hates my guts. I tried talking to Joey about it, but he was so busy lately.
Maddie, I've got an advanced chemistry test I really gotta study for. Cheryl's clearly not a good friend, and you're better off without her. Just ignore her and the mean girls.
But that was easier said than done. Just the next day in the library, I found Cheryl spreading vicious lies about me. I'm the one who put Maddie on the map with that video. And the song that went viral, I wrote that, and she never gave me any credit. Such a witch. Are you kidding me? You don't know the first thing about music or songwriting. As if you do. You're just mooching off your brother's talent. He's the real musician, and you're just his whiny baby sister tagging along. As the rest started laughing, I suddenly snapped and threw a pen at Cheryl's forehead. She squealed in pain and then jumped at me. As we wrestled each other like maniacs, we crashed straight into the elderly librarian, who fell down and broke her hip. We both landed in detention for a month, but I wouldn't even look at Cheryl's face. We were so done. And I just kept to myself at school and focused on studies like Joey did. At least I'd caught up with all my work, but I couldn't help feeling depressed. Thank goodness for Joey, who knew exactly how to make me feel better.
Vent your feelings out in a song, sis. Let's write something about those bullies.
We wrote our best song to date, thanks to Cheryl and the Mean Girls. So many people could relate to the lyrics. A few months later, we got a call from LA from a huge record producer who wanted to sign us. That meant we'd have to move and switch to being homeschooled by private tutors. Leaving school sounded amazing to me, but Joey didn't seem so sure.
I like school. I'm not sure I'm ready to give it up.
But this is our dream, Joey.
Why don't we take some time to think about it? The semester's almost over anyway.
I was bummed out, but I couldn't force him. Then one day, when we were getting ready for school, Joey surprised me with something major.
How about we sign that contract and give LA a shot?
Really? Are you sure you're ready to give up everything?
I'd do anything for you, Maddie. You know that.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Trust me, you will not regret this. We moved, and Joey and I spent an entire year working with the top music professionals in the business. Mom and Dad liked LA too. Maybe the sunny weather was putting them in a good mood. Joey and I even inspired Dad to write a novel about two kids trying to make it in show business. By the time I was 16, Joey and I had recorded an album we were so proud of, and our songs were top of the charts. The biggest magazine in America did a cover story about us. Since I was the lead singer, I answered most of the questions while Joey smiled and nodded along. Next, we went on tour and performed in so many cities that I lost track of everywhere we went. We were on top of the world. Joey and I were even invited to perform for Hollywood's biggest award ceremony. But on the day of the rehearsal, Joey was nowhere to be found. After waiting for an hour, the producer's patience was wearing really thin. I called and called, but Joey didn't answer. After sending him a million text messages, I realized he'd turned off his phone entirely. I was worried and confused since Joey had never acted this way.
Let's just cut the act. I have a million other artists waiting for this opportunity.
No, my brother and I are meant to perform tonight.
So find him.
I raced home to our apartment, but he wasn't there either. Mom, Dad, do you know where Joey is? He didn't show up for our rehearsal. My parents looked at each other like they knew something I didn't. Is someone gonna fill me in? Where is he?
We don't know where he is, honey, but he's been extremely homesick lately. Maybe he's at the beach.
I found Joey reading a book by the beach, exactly where Mom said he would be. Joey, what's going on? We had a long heart-to-heart, and he told me that he never really wanted to be famous.
Maddie, I enjoyed making music when it was just the two of us, but I'm not interested in the business side of things. All these interviews and deals and tours and signing events, it's too much for me.
How could you lay this on me now? We're supposed to go on stage tonight for the biggest award show in Hollywood, and you're freaking me out.
See, this is what I mean. You're not even listening. All you care about is yourself and being famous.
No, I care about our music.
Well, maybe you should act like it.
Are you showing up tonight or not?
Take a wild guess.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. When I returned to rehearsal alone and told the producers that my brother would be a no-show, they canceled our performance.
You and your brother are a package deal. Sorry, kid.
I was heartbroken, and just as I was about to leave, Joey waltzed in through the doors. You're here! I'm so glad you showed up!
Let's just get this over with, okay?
Joey and I performed a new song that night and got a standing ovation. It should have been the best moment of our lives, but Joey and I wouldn't even look at each other when we got home. For once, our parents decided to act like parents and sat us both down for a family talk.
Joey, I think it's time you explained to your sister what's happening. Go on, honey. Tell her the truth. Okay, Maddie. I've wanted to tell you for weeks, but we're always so busy.
What is it, Joey? You're scaring me.
It's nothing bad. It's just
Spit it out!
I got a full scholarship to Harvard to study biochemistry, and I want to go. The new semester starts in 2 weeks. This is what I'm really passionate about, Maddie. I always loved spending time with you, and I do love music, but I don't think you and I have the same dreams. I'm so sorry.
I was stunned. If he accepted the offer from Harvard, our music career was as good as over. But Joey had spent his whole life supporting me, so I tried to do the same. That's the news? That's amazing! I got out a pen and made him sign the acceptance offer on the spot. Later, we tried to explain to our producer that it was just a one-person band now starring me, but no one was interested in another solo act. We lost all our deals and our album dropped off the charts as fast as it had risen. Soon, Joey went to Harvard, while my parents and I went back to our small town. It was the last semester of school and I just had to keep my head down and graduate. But one day, when I was sitting alone at the beach, Cheryl came and sat down beside me. This time, she wasn't surrounded by her group of mean girls. Isn't this where we first met, the day we became friends? I don't remember, and I certainly don't care. Why are you even talking about our friendship now? Because I've been an absolute jerk to you, and I'm really sorry. She sounded so genuine that I stayed to hear her out. Soon after you went to LA for the first time, my parents got divorced. I thought I'd live with my mom, but she got married to someone else in a month and moved to New York. I was so angry, and I resented you for not being around for me. Good things were happening to you while my life was falling apart. I think I just became a bully because I wanted to hurt other people, like I was hurting. But it's only made me feel worse, and I'm lonelier than ever. You don't have to forgive me, but I just wanted to apologize. As she got up to leave, I pulled her back. I had no idea, Cheryl. It seems like I got so caught up with my music and fame that I didn't even notice what was going on with the people closest to me. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. It took some time, but our friendship slowly mended, and we went back to being really close again. When it was time for college applications, I had my sights set on one school, Juilliard. For the audition, I sang the first song my brother and I ever wrote. Months passed, but I hadn't heard anything. I was sure I didn't get in, but one day, I got home from school and an acceptance letter was waiting for me. And of course, Joey was the first call I made. I'm so proud.